it's me, OGDuffy, and today we are looking at how much CEX will give me for my humble Sega Saturn collection. Oh yes, now the Sega Saturn was released in 1995 here in the West, along with the PS1 also in the same year. We all know what happened, the rest is history, guys. Unfortunately, the Sony PlayStation absolutely trounced the Saturn in terms of sales. So it got me asking the question really, is the Saturn a more collectible system than the PS1? Well, we'd have thought so, wouldn't you? But anyway, as I say, I've got a very small collection, so we're going to go and look at these titles, and then we're going to look at how much CEX it will cost me to buy each one of these titles, how much they will give me in cash if I was to trade them in, and how much I will get for store credit to trade in for other games if I chose to. So anyway, that is of this date that these prices are from. Let's go check out and see how much CEX will give me for them games. Am I in for a surprise? Let's see. Getting the first of the Saturn games down, guys. We're going to go through them and get them prices down. Start going through these games, guys. The values are going up there, as you can see. How much in cash? If I was to go in and buy this off the shelf, this one would cost you £12. £12. If I wanted cash for that, they'd give me 3 notes. And £4 if I wanted store credit on that one. Athlete Kings. Oh, yes. Wing Arms. Bit of a surprise, this one, guys. £22 to buy that. Looks like a sort of a 3D shooter featuring planes, and that would be £10 for the cash and £14 trading on that title as well. There is a story of how I got all of these games, and I'll come to that. I will tell you at the end. Sega Rally, guys. Bit of a shocker, this one. Classic game, a brilliant arcade game, a game everybody knows. Now, to buy this is a fiver. A fiver. So a bargain game. But if I wanted to trade this in for cash at CEX, 80p. Yes, 80p or £1.60 in store credit. Shocking, isn't it? Shocking. Better off eBaying that one if I wanted to get rid of it, wouldn't I? Anyway, let's see what the totals come to at the end. Jurassic Park, The Lost World, okay. A surprise, this one, £25, £11 in cash and £16 store credit on that one. Something Has Survived, yep, it's Jurassic Park, it's dinosaurs, what's not to love. Crypt Killer by Konami. Now look at this one, guys. Originally there, £1.99. Now to buy this is £30 off CEX shelf now, as of this date that this was filmed, and £14 in cash and £20 in store credit if I was to trade that one in. Be interested to see what they go for on eBay. I'd imagine you get a little bit more on eBay, but you have to, obviously not instant, is it? You have to wait for the sales and stuff. Virtua Cop 2 needs no introduction. Absolutely amazing games. £15 to buy that one, £3 cash value and £6 trading. Yeah. Last one of this batch is Tomb Raider, classic. First time I saw this was in a game station back in the 90s, it would have been 95 when this was first released, and I saw it on a video being played in the store, and I thought, wow, that looks really cool. My God, the graphics come on since these days, haven't they? Anyway, £10 to buy that one, £4 for cash, and again, £6 store credit if I was to trade in Tomb Raider. So grab the next batch. Grabbing that next batch, guys. Oh, yes. There we go. Come on, guys. Let's go get you priced up. Next one's is this Formula 1 challenge. Now, I could not find this on the CEX website, which was a bit strange. So what I've done, I went on eBay, as you can see by this listing here, and I took the average from the last 3 sold listings, evened it out, and sort of matched it to our CEX price, similar price games. And this one come out at £25 to buy, cash value £6, voucher price £10. Now, why can't I find that one in CEX? Drop in the comments if you know why. Next one, Clockwork Knight, needs no introduction. Classic platformer, which was unique, I believe, just to the Sega Saturn. £22 to buy that one. £10 in cash and £14 in store credit. So not too bad on that Sega Saturn game, that one. This one, Actua Golf. God, it's heavy. Oh yeah, big thick old manual going on in that. I mean, look at the size of that manual. It's a beast. It's a beast. Anyway, Actua Golf. Again, was another one I could not find on CEX. Don't know why it's not listed on there. So again, I did the same thing that I did for eBay. Come out £8 for if I was to buy it, £2 cash and £3 store credit on that one. Actua Golf. Virtua Fighter. I had no problems finding this one on the CEX website, and it come out at £8 to buy, £2 if I was to cash it in, and £3 in store credit. That one. Classic game, wasn't it? Well, you know, it's one of that genre, wasn't it? But then Street Fighter came along. Well, Street Fighter was before that, I'm guessing. So obviously that was 3D, wasn't it? So it was probably one of the first sort of 3D fighters, Tekken-esque, etc. International Victory Goal. Again, could not find this listed in CEX. Why? Why can I not find it? What am I missing? I didn't type Sega Sports, but I don't know. You'd have thought it would have come up. Anyway, it didn't. So I again did the average on eBay, and it come out as the following: £15 to buy, £3 in cash, or £6 in store credit. Remember to stay tuned to the very end, guys, because I'm going to give you the totals. I will tally all of these up. Oh, what a game this was. Oh, yes. I'll tell you what, I'm looking at that. It's got it's an Australian sticker on the front. Aussie soft. Yeah, okay. Virgin Interactive Saturn game, it says, sticker on the back. Command and Conquer. Needs no introduction. I played this to death on the PC back in the day. Oh, yes, I did. Anyway, £10 to buy this off the shelf. £2 if I was to cash it in, and £4 in store credit, that one. And the last of this batch, Hardcore 4x4, you know the score. So I apologise. I'm not an M&M, obviously. Hardcore 4x4, off-road racing at its roughest. Okay, £10 to buy that one, £2 in cash, or £4 for the store credit. Let's go grab the next batch. Now for the next lot. Takes us to there. Grab another pile. Oh, yes, indeed. I've got Sega Saturn games stacking up all over the place. Right, okay, let's do this one now. So, Firestorm. Okay, Firestorm, which was Thunderhawk 2. That one, £8 to buy off the shelf, or £2 in cash. £3 to cash that one in. No introduction needed, guys. Doom. What a game. Yeah, Sega Saturn version. Now, £20 to buy this off the shelf, £9 if I wanted to trade it in for the cash, and if I wanted the store credit, a very unlucky number, 13. Oh yes, unlucky for some, not for me, I hope. Next up is Fighting Vipers. Got Game of the Month on Sega magazine that time, look at that. Yeah, another 3D fighter. Had a whole batch of these come out, didn't we, at one point? Yeah, loads. I mean, Tekken was one that sort of really rose to the top in all this. But anyway, to buy this off the shelf, £15, £7 cash they'll give me, and a tenner for store credit. So actually, that's not too bad, that one. Don't flip out too bad on store credit. Tunnel B1, as you can see, they're originally priced at £9.91. £9.99, what am I thinking? Anyway, Tunnel B1, £6 if I was to buy that. £1.50 cash, and £2 is the trade-in price on that. Now we come to another Virtua Cop. Oh yes, and it is. Oh, that was £45 originally. Look at that one. What's the sticker on there? That £45 sticker. I hope you can see that, all right? The camera's picking it up. Is that, what game company would that have been? £44.99. Look at that. HMV. Or is it a game? No, there's not another sticker underneath. Anyway, so it's £45 originally to buy. If I was to go buy that now in CEX, that one, Virtua Cop 1, is a total of £25. And it would cost you £6 in cash if I wanted to take the cash on that. And they'll give me a tenner trading on that one. This was classic on the PS1, so it was inevitable. It was also coming out on the Saturn. Destruction Derby, guys, you must remember this. Racing around in them cars, smashing into each other. Oh, yeah. Well, it's a great little game. I played it on PlayStation, never on the Saturn. But obviously, I've got the Saturn version here. Again, same sticker as the last one, £44.99. Now, Destruction Derby, £15 to buy that now in CEX, £3 cash. Or if I wanted to trade that in, they are giving me a total of 6 notes. And the final one on this little batch, World Series Baseball 2. Now, this is another one I could not find the value for this on CEX, so I've done the typical thing with the eBay sold listings, and it come out at £22, £10 for cash and £14 for a voucher price. Why is that not showing up in CEX? I really don't know. Let's get the final batch. The final batch before we get to the totals. Okay, so Sega Rally again, I've got 2 copies of that. So that's £5.80 in cash or £1.60 in store credit. 80p, honestly, oh mate, I'm shocked at that one. Euro 96, bit of fodder in there. You got to have your football fodder, ain't you? £4 to buy, 60p if I was to cash it in, and £1.30 in store credit. The less said about that one, the better. Victory Boxing, again that sticker, look, £49.99. I'll tell you in a minute how I acquired these games. £15 to buy that one, £3 cash and £6 in store credit. Sega Worldwide Soccer. Sega Worldwide Soccer, £2.50 to buy. If I was to cash it in, 40p, 40p, yes, you heard me right, and 80p in store credit. God's sake, you'd be better off selling them, wouldn't you, on eBay, surely, you know. Next one, Daytona USA. Daytona USA. Now, this one surprised me. I thought this was quite a common title, so I thought it's going to be about the same sort of value as Sega Rally, but no, it isn't. To buy this off the shelf, excuse me, in CEX would cost me £15. £3 they'll give me for cash and £6 trading on that one, so I was quite surprised at that. And the final one, and it is the most expensive, the biggest heavy hitter I have for the Sega Saturn, is Clockwork Knight 2. Oh yes, Clockwork Knight 2. Now to buy this off the shelf in CEX, £50. Ka-ching! 50 whole notes, £29 if I was to trade this in for cash, and £35 in store credit for that one. So that concludes all the games. Now let's get the totals. But before we do that, and before we get myself refreshed, because my God, I'm losing my voice here, guys. How did I come about them? I come about them a long time ago. It was probably, I mean, little OG, but probably about 8 at the time, maybe even younger. But me and Mrs. OG had gone to Maidstone in Kent for a bit of shopping, and we saw a sign for like a free music festival in the park there. So we went along, and there was like stalls and 3 or 4 little like acoustic stages, bar selling beer, of course. So I had one of them, of course I did. And we went around, and there was this charity tent there, and it was towards the end of the day, and they had a box, and all them games were in this cardboard box, and I think they wanted like £1 or £2 each for them. So I was going through, going, oh yeah. The bloke said, do me a favour, mate. He said, we're about to shut the store. He said, give me a £5, take the lot. Who am I to say no? So of course I did, guys. So that's how I come about them. But like I say, that was years and years ago. It's probably the best result I've ever had, aside from that Silent Hill game that I picked up. But be honest, right, in all these years of collecting, you know, these are too few and far between getting pickups like that. And that was one of them days. Oh, happy days. Anyway, guys, let's get myself some refreshment and let's analyse these results and tell you my totals. There we have it then. That is my Sega Saturn collection. Not the largest, but like I said, I did tell you how I come about them. So I'm not complaining for a £5. Hawkston Pilsner Lager, only 3.8%. So a nice, quiet beer for a work night evening. Oh yes, but it's more for hydration than anything else. Mrs. OG bought me a case of these, and along with the other, you know, Hawkston beers, and I have to say they were very, very nice indeed. Anyway, I do have a couple of other Sega Saturn games, and these are all Japanese import games. What we got there? Shining Force 2, Street Fighter 0, Street Fighter 02. I do like the Japanese alternative covers. Virtua Fighter Kids, Space Invaders. What else we got there? Virtua Cop, different packaging completely to the UK. Virtual Fighter. Virtual Fighter Remix. I do like the cover on that one. do like the cover on that. Bought these a while ago now. And that one there, F1 Circus, which isn't actually a Sega Saturn game at all. It's a U card for a PC Engine game. So enough of the imports. Let's get to the totals, right? So, if I was to go into CEX and buy all of them games off the shelf, it would cost me a total of £419.50. Yes, it would. Now, if I was to take all them games I've just shown you, and I took them in to CEX, they would give me, and I was desperate for cash. I need me cash. Give me some money. They would give me a total of £148.10. Remember, 3 or 4 of them titles were based on eBay listings because I just could not find anywhere on CEX why they weren't listed. I don't know. And the most important one, store credit. If I wanted to cash them in, I'm like, you know what? I want to go after a couple of the heavy-hitting Wii U titles to help finish my collection. I would get £222.30. So what do you make of that? Good deal, bad deal, indifferent. Now, a lot of guys are not happy with CEX and the price they get for their trade-ins and things. Personally, I am a CEX fan because I always say this, where would us retro game collectors be without CEX? Ask yourself that question. We'd be reliant purely on eBay and stuff. So for me, it's such a great store, you know. But to be fair, I don't really use it for trade-ins myself. So let me know in the comments, guys. As always, do you use CEX for trade-ins? Do you ever trade for cash? Some of them prices are pretty shocking, to be fair. But I can understand why people are trading in for the credit, okay? Anyway, as always, hit the like button. And if you don't already do so, subscribe, because it'll be rude not to. Oh, yes, it would. And comment, most importantly. Let me know your thoughts about these valuations that we've just seen here, okay? Anyway, I've been OGDuffy, and as always, you have been awesome. This Hawkston 3.8 Pilsner is for you, guys. Yes, it is. Have a great whatever you're doing, and I'll see you on the next video, guys. Oh, yes. Enjoy. All the best.